Hi friends, today I'm going to read you a story, and as I'm reading the story, I want you to do some really good thinking as you're reading. So I want you to be kind of pretending that you were in the classroom answering my question. So I want you to be thinking about the story and doing some very deep thoughts, okay? I know, it kind of seems like you're just watching a video. Pretend that you're not watching a video. Pretend that you're actually sitting right in front of me and we're reading this together, okay? The story's called Charlie the Caterpillar, and it's one of my favorites. So before we read, we usually think about what the story might be about. Obviously, it's about a caterpillar. What do you know about caterpillars? Do they do anything special? Keep thinking about that. Let's peek ahead and take a little sneak peek. Oh, I love the inside cover. How cute is that? Okay, are you thinking about the story? It looks like he's eating. Oh, looks like maybe he's making some friends. Oh, they don't seem very happy with him, though. He seems happy, but they don't. Do those friends look happy? I wonder what might happen. Okay, I don't want to go too far because I don't want to give it away. So this story is called Charlie the Caterpillar. Here's the title page. Isn't he? One bright and sunny day, Charlie the Caterpillar was born. The world looked very, very big to Charlie because he was very, very small, because he was just born. I want you to think about a new place that you went to for the first time. What did it seem like? Were you overwhelmed? Were you excited? Were you nervous? What do you think Charlie's thinking right now? I think he's probably thinking, oh, this is so exciting. There's so many things to see. But it might feel a little scary too, because he's pretty small and it's a big world out there. Charlie soon found out how delicious green things tasted. As he was nibbling on a blade of grass, he could hear the wind whistling and the birds singing. He smiled. He was glad to be alive. I feel that way sometimes too. I'm connecting to Charlie in this part of the story. Sometimes when I am eating something that I really like, it just feels like, yeah, this is really good. Charlie decided to set out and see the world. So he looked to the left, and he looked to the right, and then he went straight ahead. Soon Charlie saw two monkeys. Hi, said Charlie. What are you doing? We're playing cards, they said. Oh, said Charlie. That sounds like fun. Can I play too? No, you can't, said the monkeys. Are you thinking, oh my gosh, that was mean? That's what I'm thinking. Why not? Asked Charlie. Because you're an ugly caterpillar. Now get out of here. Oh my gosh, you guys. Does your heart hurt a little bit? That's how I feel. How could someone be so mean? Charlie, for the very first time in his young life, felt bad. He sighed and would have shrugged his shoulders if he had any. He looked to the left, and he looked to the right, and then he went straight ahead. What would you do next? Would you go to find some other friends? Or would you just go feel sad? Charlie looked to the left, he looked to the right, and then he went straight ahead. So I think Charlie must be pretty strong. He didn't let that get him down. He kept going. Pretty soon he saw two rabbits hopping around. Hi, said Charlie. What are you doing? We're playing tennis, they said. Oh, said Charlie. That looks like fun. Can I play too? No, you can't, said the rabbits. Why not? Asked Charlie. Because you're an ugly caterpillar, and we don't play with ugly caterpillars. Now get out of here. Now, for the second time in his young life, Charlie felt bad, very bad. His feelings were hurt. Are you feeling sad for him? I feel that way. Sometimes when things happen to characters in stories, I tend to feel the same way they do. What is ugly? Wondered Charlie. He didn't feel ugly. He looked to the left, and he looked to the right, and he went straight ahead. Have you heard that before? This story is repeating, isn't it? I like the way that sounds. And it reminds me that Charlie must be strong because he went straight ahead. You might guess what happened next, friends. Just then, Charlie saw two mice playing miniature golf. These mice were so small, they had to play miniature golf. "Hi," said Charlie. "What are you doing?" "We're playing golf," they answered. "Oh," said Charlie. "That really looks like fun. Can I play too?" I bet you guys know what they said. Are you saying it? "No, you can't," said the mice. "Why not?" asked Charlie. "Because you're an ugly caterpillar and we really don't play with ugly caterpillars. Now get out of here." Charlie, for the third time in his now not so young life, felt very, very bad. In fact, Charlie started to feel ugly. Why did he start to feel ugly, friends? What were they all doing? This part makes me think, gosh, if someone says mean things enough about you, it might start to sink in and you start to feel that way. That makes me wonder how I should treat other people. I probably shouldn't say mean things to other people because they might start to feel that way. Was that what you were thinking too? No one wanted to play with him. So Charlie looked to the left and he looked to the right. Do you think he went straight ahead this time? Let's see. So Charlie looked to the left and he looked to the right, and then he started to cry. Is he feeling strong anymore? What happened? What changed for him? Charlie wanted to be alone. He climbed up a tree and snuggled up to a small branch. He felt a little cold, so he went like this, and he went like that, and he went like this, and he went like that. And before he knew it, he had spun himself a warm and wonderful cocoon. Oh my gosh, are you thinking what I'm thinking? I know what happens when a caterpillar goes in a cocoon. Let's see. Charlie was very sad about that ugly business. Why can't I have a friend? He wondered. Charlie was so tired from making the cocoon that he decided to take a nap. I'm noticing something with the leaves here. Do you see that? All of a sudden, snow began to fall and to cover everything with white. Winter had come, but Charlie was nice and warm in his comfortable cocoon. Charlie dreamed that he had a best friend and that they laughed and had fun together. After a while, the grass began to grow, the flowers began to bloom, and the birds began to have a party in the sky. Spring had come, and somehow, Charlie knew it was time to wake up. Are you excited for this part? I know I am. What do you think might happen? He yawned and stretched, and then, I love this part, it says, "Oh my goodness." He yawned and stretched, and then, "Oh my goodness." And it makes you wait to turn the page. What do you think happened? Say it out loud. Pop, pop. Charlie looked to the left, and he looked to the right, and oh, he had wings. I love the way the author writes this. Beautiful wings, butterfly wings. Charlie had become a beautiful butterfly. Are you looking closely at that page? Do you see all the exclamation points? The author wants you to be so excited as you read this part. I'm going to read that again. Pop, pop. Charlie looked to the left and he looked to the right, and oh, he had wings. Beautiful wings, butterfly wings. Charlie had become a beautiful butterfly. The story's not over though, friends. Do you think he might go back and visit some of those other friends that he tried to make? How do you think they'll treat him now? Let's go see. Charlie fluttered his wings, and guess what? He flew up and up and up. He laughed as he soared past the birds having a party in the sky. Charlie was flying high when he came upon the monkeys who were still playing cards. Here they are. Do you see them? They notice him. "Oh, please come and play with us," begged the monkeys. Is that what you expected them to say? That's not what I expected them to say. I thought they still wouldn't like him. Do you think because he looks different now they want to play with him? That doesn't seem nice to me. Let's see. Oh, please come and play with us, begged the monkeys. Why? Asked Charlie. Because you're a beautiful butterfly, they answered. No thanks, said Charlie, smiling. I gotta get out of here. He zoomed up and away. The monkeys jumped back, looking miserable. Serves them right, thought Charlie. Are you thinking, gosh, it's not nice that they wouldn't play with him just because they didn't like the way he looked, and now they do want to play with him because they like the way he looks? That has nothing to do with who he is, right? That's what I've been thinking. Let's go see if he visits those other ones. He did a couple of loop-the-loops, and then he came across the rabbits at their tennis game. Do you think they want him to play? Oh, please, said the rabbits. Won't you come and play with us? Why? Asked Charlie. Because you're such a beautiful butterfly, they answered. Not on your life, said Charlie. Now I gotta get out of here. Then off he flew, leaving the rabbits looking very downhearted. That means sad. Serves them right, thought Charlie. And of course he's gonna go see the mice next. He circled around for a while, and then he saw the mice playing miniature golf. Please, pretty please, pleaded the mice. Do come and play with us. Why? Asked Charlie. Because you're really such a beautiful butterfly, they answered. Sorry, not today, said Charlie. I really have better things to do. Now I gotta get out of here. Is he the strong caterpillar that he was early on in the story? I think so. Then off he soared, leaving the mice looking pitiful. Ooh, that's a big word. What do you think pitiful means? Are they happy that he won't play with them? No. Pitiful is a strong word for sad. Serves them right, thought Charlie. They all wanted to be his friend because he was now a beautiful butterfly. They didn't know that he was actually Charlie, the ugly caterpillar. If they want to be my friends just because of my beautiful wings, they can't be real friends, thought Charlie as he fluttered in the spring sunshine. Just then, Charlie heard someone crying. Do you see that on this page? It was Katy the caterpillar. Charlie came closer. Why are you crying? He asked. Because no one will play with me. No one wants to be my friend, cried Katy. Because I'm an ugly caterpillar. I'll play with you, said Charlie with a wink and a smile. I'll be your friend. Did that surprise you? You will? Said Katy the caterpillar. Whoopee! I love that part. That's what she said. Whoopee! Maybe you can say that when you're happy about something. Then Charlie took Katy aside and told her all about becoming a butterfly. Why do you think he might tell her about being a butterfly? I would think that would make her feel a little bit happy. Is he trying to make her happy? From that day on, Charlie and Katy played cards and tennis and even miniature golf together. They laughed and had a good time, just like in Charlie's dream. Katy was happy, and Charlie was very happy. He had finally found a friend, a real friend, a best friend. I wonder if you've ever felt that way. When you found someone that liked to do what you like to do and that you got along with really well, do you have that good feeling inside? That's the end of the story. Thank you for thinking along with me as we read that today.